right here. All right, the number of competitors is 24. So I flip back over, right? And I know that X equals 24. So now I just have to put all of this together. Okay, and how do I put all this together? I have to answer the question. I have to answer the question. All right, and where is the question? Well, again, we find the question right here. I'm so glad that we notated it so that way we have something to go back to. How many competitors they would need for the cost of the two contests to be the same. So now we're going to turn that question into a statement, right? And so instead of saying how many they need, we're just going to say they need. How many? 24 competitors. They need 24 competitors for the cost to be the same. 24, all right, for the cost to be the same. All right, number 4. It says that the fee club estimates that they will have more than 20 competitors, right? So it says they're going to have more than 20 competitors. More than 20 competitors. We know that competitors stands for X, right? And so if it's more than 30, that means X has to be greater than 30. X has to be greater than 30. If only we had an expressions, right? If only we had some expressions that we could plug this into. They're right here. We've already done them. Okay, so I'm going to say, well, we have the straw bridge. The expression for the straw bridge was $5.50 X plus 3460, and that equals, all right, since we're going to let X has to be a number greater than 30, we're going to say X is 32. Let's not make things difficult. So that means this is going to be 550 times 32 plus 3460. All right, and I plug that into my little handy dandy calculator, which I have sitting right here next to me, and I get $210.60. $210.60. All right, so now I'm going to do the same for the card tower, right? Do the same for the card tower. The card tower was $4.25 X plus $64.60. Got that information from right here. Okay, got that information from right there. So this will equal 425 times 32 plus 6460, and that is 260 cents. All right, so now we have to make a recommendation to the club explaining which contest would be a better choice and why. All right, which one would be a better choice? Straw bridge, card tower. Fee club is trying to raise money, right? They're trying to raise money. If you're trying to raise money, you don't want to spend more money than you're trying to raise. So I'm going to choose whichever one of these is the least, which would be the card tower. Now I have to put that in a statement saying that the cost of the card tower contest will be cheaper for the club. All right, it'll be cheaper for the club. All right, so let's take a look at 5. Go ahead and try 5. Try 5. The fee club will change each competitor $10 to enter the engineering contest. Write an expression. Write an expression to represent the revenue if X competitors enter the contest. All right, go ahead and pause and try number 5. All right, welcome back. You should have gotten 10X. Brand new pen, didn't want to write. Should have gotten 10X. Okay, number 6. Write an equation to find the break-even point for the fundraiser using the contest you recommend to the fee club. All right, so what we have to do here is that you see here in your little note, we're saying profit equals revenue minus cost. Okay, so right now what we're talking about is this is going to represent the profit, right? Because they're charging $10 a competitor. And so we know what the profit is. Okay, we don't know exactly what it is, but we know it's 10 times X once we figure out the competitors, and that equals, all right, that's going to equal the one we chose right here. 5X plus 6460. All right. Sorry, I got a little bit ahead of myself. 10X is the answer for 5. This is 10X equals 425X plus 6460. Sorry, I got a little bit ahead of myself. All right. So now what I need you to do is to pause the video and to give this problem here. Solve this problem for X. Okay? All right? So let's pause the video and let's solve this problem for X. All right, let's see how you did. All right, so we need to move this here. We need to move this variable to one side, right? We need to move this variable to one side. So we're going to say 10X minus 4.25X equals 4.25X minus 4.25X plus 6460. And I'm just writing this long ways because I'm trying to save space. All right, so this is going to cancel. And this is going to reduce whenever I combine it to 575X equals 6460. Going to divide the 575 both sides. That cancels, and X equals, through the power of my calculator, I got 11.2347, and it just continued on. Okay, so if I would round that to something that we could probably use, it'd be 11.23. All right, now think about, what does X stand for? X stands for the number of competitors. Competitors are people. Can you have 0.23 of a person? No, you cannot, okay? And so, well, first of all, that's approximately. I didn't use the approximate symbol. I apologize for that. The approximate symbol is the two wavy lines, okay? You can't have 0.23 of a person. So it's going to be 12 competitors, okay? They have to have 12 competitors, all right, in order to break even. So hopefully they want to have more than 12 competitors, all right? Which, of course, it shows here for number 7 that they have 32 competitors, right? they have 32 competitors. So 32 competitors, all right, using what I have here, 32 competitors will be the revenue, okay? So I have my revenue, and my revenue is going to be 10 times 32, which is 320. All right, the cost of this is 4.25 times 32, which we've actually already done this math, plus 6460. And because we've already done that, we've already done it up here just by sheer happenstance, of course. 260. All right, and so now we have to come up with our profit, and we see here that profit equals our revenue minus our cost, right? So our profit is our revenue minus our costs, which is equal to which is equal to 320 minus 260, and that would be, through the power of our calculator, 119.4. So that'd be $119.40 is how much they would recommend, as how much profit they would make. All right, how much profit they would make. All right, let's take a look at our very last problem that we are going to talk about. Last problem we're going to talk about says that the Future Engineers of America treasurer was going back through the fundraising records. On Monday, the club made the revenue of $140 selling the contest tickets at $10 each. One person sold 10 tickets, but the other person selling that day forgot to write down how many they did. Let's write and let's solve. Okay? So let's write down what we know. We know that the ticket price, right? We know the ticket price is $10. We know that person A sold 8. We do not know what person B accomplished, so they sold, we don't know, so we're just going to say X. And we know that the revenue, all right, the revenue was $140. All right, so let's take this information and let's go with it, okay? So $10, right, plus, like what we did previously, X, right, our number of competitors. Well, we know 8. All right, we know 8, but we don't know this number here. So we're going to say 8 plus X, because we know 8, but we don't know how much person B sold. All right, and we know that it is 140. Okay, so we are going to distribute. This is going to be 10 times 8 plus 10 times X equals 140. 80 plus 10X equals 140. I subtract the 80. And that's going to be 10X, because that cancels. 10X equals 60. X equals 6. Well, what did X stand for? X stood for person B sold, the amount of tickets that they sold. So that's what I'm going to write down. So I'm going to say that the other person sold 6 tickets. All right. The other person sold 6 tickets. All right. All right. So, what I need you to do for me, all right, is I need for you to complete 9 through 15. And I need you to complete that and then turn that into using Schoology. All right, Schoology, excuse me. All right, Thank you.